What's up, you plebs? It's your Total War Master. I'm starting a new series. It's going to be a role-playing series here on my channel with the French. So I think the first one who will be playing as is going to be King Philip. I'm going to show you tell you everything. How is this going to work after the intro.
France stands proud and powerful. Notions of courtly love have ushered in an era of nobility and chivalry. The legacy of Charlemagne still resonates with noble and commoner alike. Europe is a continent divided by mistrust and centuries of violence. As crusades carve a bloody swathe in the distant east, the ideals of chivalry and honor are tested time and again. In times of war, much is sacrificed. Countless lives are lost to battle and honor so that a kingdom can prosper.
Okay, now basically the idea is from Legend of Total War, and I contacted him and he said he's totally fine with me doing like a series like this, because he kind of gave me the idea basically. So how this works, we find our faction leader, which is here, King Philip. He's 40 years old, so that's actually quite a good age. So basically we'll play, everything we'll do will have to be like this guy wants it to be, if you know what I mean. So as we can see, he's fairly good in command. He is pretty chivalrous. He has good, not the best authority, and he's like medium piety. Let's see it. He's a faction leader, good commander, intelligent, so we're making good, how could I say, good choices on the battlefield. So this man's basic manners and lifestyle lean towards being severe and unforgiving. So basically, if anyone will attack us, we'll just fuck them up. No peace treaties and shit. Religiously proper, so we'll probably follow what the Pope says and not attack. Although we'll have to attack Christian, factions, but whatever. Fair fighter has shown that he can abstain from load the axe on the field of battlefield. So I don't know how much I'm going to do this, but I guess that means that we don't use archers that much or something, that we fight like a man. Chivalrous in rule, so people under the rule of this man feel as if led by knights driven to a higher set of ideals. So I don't know what will do that. Knight fighter, that doesn't really mean a lot. So basically we'll be, I don't know, I think we should be like sacking regions, because he's not dreadful, but he's not like really chivalrous that we'll just occupy it. We'll probably ransom captives and we'll listen to the Pope. And we can only fight on the battlefield with him. Everything else has to be auto-resolved, so that's going to be a problem. Also, we have to take care of our family tree. The only weddings that I can make is when girls come in, women come into the family tree. We can't, no adoptions, no stuff like that. No man of the hours, so we need to keep the family tree kind of French through and through. Although of course we'll get princesses from other factions, that we can do that, but all the men have to be from this family. So let's start. Now I think we should start by attacking probably Dijon. Let's get a spy in. Let's see if it will work.
Slipping in.
Get his in. Okay.
Orders.
So
Ready and able.
let's get him closer.
Setting camp here, Seigneur.
And bring these 3 guys
Seigneur.
as well.
By your will, Seigneur. Orders?
And let's see how much they have in there. I don't think I can win that, so I'll just together.
Joining forces, Seigneur.
So, by the way, we also let's see how the family. This guy is the heir. This guy's just a random general, but where is he? Prince Louis. Okay, here. So he's going to be like, you know, the right hand of her. And King Philip. No, where is he? King Philip
Ready and able.
says to his son, Prince Louis, that he has to go and take Bordeaux under any
Orders?
circumstances. So he gets this
An order?
general as well, Guillemot de Lyon. He says, go help King, the heir,
Seigneur.
bring your troops
Seigneur.
and march down to Bordeaux.
God's servant.
So we
In
will
God.
all together attack it
Orders?
next turn.
Mon roi.
An
You
order.
take some troops with you and go up there. Of course, at Toulouse, we need some more troops and a mustering hall, so we'll be able to get better troops done there. Let's see what's happening over here. Have another general, Paris Cosson. We'll just leave it be like that for now.
For
Have a
France.
French princess, Constance. She's pretty cute. One of the fairer ladies of the royal court. So let's see exactly what is she. So she is the daughter of King Philip. And King Philip says, what should it say? I don't know.
I am ready to approach them, mon roi.
King
Would
Philip
you
wants her
have
to
me
get married with the
negotiate or
English,
seek a suitor?
so he has his back
Oui.
covered.
Très bien. On behalf of France.
We tried it with the Prince Robert.
I am
Uh,
ready to approach them, mon roi.
We'll be able to do it next
For the
turn.
future of France.
So another general is
Orders.
over here, and King Philip says that he has to go and try to take Metz
Orders?
from the
To
rebellion,
battle it
because
is, then, Seigneur.
King Philip doesn't really
Ready
like
and able.
rebellions, because who the fuck does? We can do some farming over there, and let's also hard the taxes when we can, because King Philip, although no, we won't be making it very high, because King Philip,
Ready and able.
or is that chivalrous in rule or something? Yes, he's not going to tax the shit out of his people, because he likes his people. So he's just going to put it to high, which is pretty reasonable. So I think King Philip has done everything with his empire in this first turn, so let's go to the second turn. The English are here, so maybe we can actually try
I
and
bring word
trade rights
from
by information.
England,
That is
noble sire.
good.
We cannot thank you enough for an honour and a
King
pleasure.
Philip accepts
Farewell.
this offer.
There is no glory in setting an ambush.
So the the Council of Nobles said that we have to attack Dijon, which we are doing. Oh shit, I forgot to take the financial look. Okay, King Philip
Ready
is not
and
a good
able.
financial caretaker, and he fucked
Your
it up.
Majesty,
Now, Constance wants
would you have
to go
me
and try to
negotiate
marry.
or seek a suitor?
Yeah, Princess
I
disgraced.
found
Well,
someone fitting for
Constance is a bitch and a whore,
me. I
apparently.
go where
And
he does,
King Philip
father. Farewell.
really doesn't like that, and he is really angry
Ready
about that.
and able.
But
Softly, Signor.
there's nothing he can do. I thought I sent this guy in.
I shall move in
He's in
and
now.
see.
Ready
King
and
Philip-
able. Seigneur. Ready and able.
We'll
Glory
attack now
to
Dijon.
mon
The
roi.
gates are
We
opened,
attack.
which is very good for him.
As you wish.
Get some reinforcements,
Oui. Orders.
and also he thinks that his general, Poitevin, should wait for reinforcements before going to Metz, because Metz looks too well
Ready
defended,
and able.
but says his
Where shall we
son
strike?
that he should attack Bordeaux.
We march on
So
our
he sent him
victims, Seigneur.
and
Mon roi.
reinforcements from Bordeaux, and also
Oui.
reinforcements from north by
Oui.
the general
We shall slaughter
Guillemot
them.
from Lyon is coming to
An
aid.
order. They will regret crossing
So-
France, mon roi. Let us stop waiting and take
Prince
the
Louis,
walls, oui?
of course, awaits. Now, because King Philip sees that finances are in total shit, he says that they have to hire the taxes, even though he likes his people, but you know, he just has to do it. And
Ready and able.
he
For the
goes
honor of
to
France,
attack Dijon.
we will attack.
He's a night fighter, so I'm going to use that. And let's go. I can fight this battle
Stand
because we have
honorably,
King
men.
Philip with
Take
us.
up arms and march to.
That's kind of how this is going to work. It's going to be a lot of narrating and stuff. So, King Philip, we don't want him to die. That's for sure, because he's a pretty good king. Okay, so we can attack them from all sides. Let's see how many gates does this have. 4? Probably yes. Yeah, okay. So King Philip sends 2 spearmen here. Himself and 1 unit of spearmen get over here, and he sends his cavalry and another spearman to this side. So they're together, and these guys are here together. And we will attack where
Our spy has opened
they'll
the
have
gates.
no defense, which is from King Philip's side apparently. So he goes in. This side isn't protected as well, so he sends his troops there as well. And we'll see, and he says just move forward with his troops, and we'll see what we'll do later.
Grâce à Dieu, we have captured the enemy's walls.
So King Philip captures this side. Let's see what these guys are doing. Like so he says that you move in. No, King Philip is getting shot, which is of course not good. Said that we need reinforcements over here. What are these guys over there? I fucked something up. Anyways, let's move these guys in here. Archers in as well. Okay, so they're all gone to the center. Looks like King Philip's side will get attacked by Bern archers. It's a bit weird. Anyways, King Philip sees that it's a good opportunity to move in, but he retreats. Okay. His archers to start shooting, and his infantry to start moving in.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
So he calls his cavalry to him, because they'll need to aid this fight against the male knights probably. doing? Stop there. Should hit them.
Très bien.
Nice.
The enemy general
We
lies dead.
kill
We have sent the
the
cur
enemy
to hell.
general. And Male Knights are coming closer because although I'm doing my spearmen are doing pretty well against the Male Knights. That's logical to some extent. So they're on the run. The peasant archers, so he sends his infantry in. Now, damn it, we should bring the Mailed Knights back around and charge into them. Because I think my spearmen will do a good job against them. So he sends his Mailed Knights across, so they'll crush the peasant archers. Now sadly, because they're in this town square, they won't be able to run. We won't
Only
be able to rout
half
them.
the enemy force remains.
But that's fine. The spearmen are doing a really good job over here against town militia and mailed knights, and they'll get help very soon. Just when we get rid of these archers. Okay, that's they're now retreated, but these guys did a good job. I just hope they survive. Let's get these guys out because we don't want them to be fighting spearmen.
Seigneur, our men are in command of the city.
Just a few more of them alive. And King Philip will win his first battle. He wants to get to the town square just to see.
This is an act heroic, which only belongs to men of great virtue
Lost
and valor.
235 men, but we got Dijon, which is a pretty good settlement. And King Philip is happy. He'll sack Dijon.
God be praised for this victory.
We also get some money.
A glorious conquest.
2,500 florins. Let's see. And finances are now going into positive because Dijon gives us another extra 1,000 income, and we'll tax them out just a bit more, and that'll make it better. And he orders to make some land clearance. Now he sends his spy up to Metz, and also
Ready and able.
starts preparing himself that he'll actually,
Oui, Seigneur.
with the help of Rouen, he will go up to Metz and take it from the
Seigneur.
rebels.
Orders.
He prepares
Mon roi.
his army
Orders.
as well.
Seigneur. Joining
Him.
forces, Seigneur. Mon roi. By your will, Seigneur.
He'll also
We shall
take these
camp here.
guys,
Mon roi.
and he sends
Combining
spear
your
militia.
forces, Seigneur. Mon roi.
We're going to be retrained up to Paris to be retrained,
Mon roi.
but
Orders.
they can't really move this turn yet, so they'll do that next turn. Now at Angers,
Oui.
he does nothing yet because first we need to get he says first we need to get Bordeaux, then we'll get Rennes. Hopefully these guys won't do it. Okay,
Seigneur.
so he sent some reinforcements
Oui.
up to Bordeaux,
Our men are exhausted, Seigneur.
and
Mon roi. Seigneur. Mon roi.
there's a similar
Seigneur.
thing with this general. He sends up there.
No, this is impossible, Seigneur. As you wish.
Now, of course, he has to be building stuff constantly. So at Paris, he orders to make land clearance because he wants his people to have food on the table, and he does the same at Toulouse. And he doesn't make any more troops because he just doesn't
Ready,
have the
Seigneur.
financial power to do that.
Ready and able.
Softly, Signor.
He does everything he can in this turn. Ah, damn it. Backspace. Okay, good. So as I said, when the bride is presented, I can do that. So Prince Louis will be wedding with Tevent Le Gris. So good job. Our faction heir gets a woman, Tvente. She is 6 years younger than him. That's alright, I suppose. And hopefully they'll start making babies. And still, King Philip is making babies as well, which is perfect. Because we need our true blood going through France, I suppose. So,
Ready
King
and
Philip
able.
joins up with the army,
Combining forces to
previously
ensure
commanded
victory,
by
Seigneur.
Roland Poiveton. Poitevent? I don't know how to say that.
Glory to mon
He sends
roi.
him up to
We
Metz.
attack.
Orders?
He forgets to use his spy,
Master.
but okay, he sends him down to Bern instead.
Done for today.
Ready and able.
Mon roi. Seigneur.
He also says that these
Seigneur.
guys have to go to
Mon roi.
retraining
Oui.
up to Paris.
Orders. An order. We march on our victims.
Orders?
So the
Joining
factionaire
forces.
gets
They will
reinforcements in.
regret crossing France.
Yeah, damn it. And we'll wait a bit more. He says it has to starve Bordeaux out before they make the attack. And he also will be getting
Orders.
some reinforcements
Oui.
up from Angers.
Today's march ends, mon roi.
And
Oui,
of course,
Seigneur.
these guys from Marseille
I'll do it,
are
Seigneur.
coming up north to
Oui.
aid the factionaire as
Mon
well.
roi.
Where was that? Okay, Marseille has to be building, and again, land clearance because he thinks his people need to have food, and he wants the population to
Orders.
grow.
Ready and able. Ready and able.
Now he's thinking about getting some mercenaries, because he's not exactly sure what kind of troops are in Metz, and he's a bit scared, but eventually he decides just to call it a day. And we have a adoption which will decline because it had no adoptions. So we have to reinforce Dijon by at least 4 units. In how many turns? In 5 turns. We will
Orders.
see about that.
By your will, Seigneur.
These troops have to get retrained. And yeah, I guess I can. Okay, I can't. I need to. King Philip says we need town watch at Dijon to get more stuff from there.
Seigneur. As you wish.
The reinforcements finally
Combining your
come to
forces
Metz,
For the honor of France, we will attack.
and he will assault this settlement at night. So King Philip
Raise the
decides to attack.
Bring your honor as we attack.
Okay, King Philip wants better weather. That's for fucking sure. Okay, that's cool. So he starts deployment. Okay. So the militia will be doing the dirty work. Okay. So he sends his troops in. And also his archers.
Our men have reached the gates with the battering ram.
So they can start shooting. Don't really need fire arrows this time around.
Our men have done well. The gates have
The
fallen.
gates are destroyed. He sends his infantry to go in. He gets closer because he wants to give morale support to his troops.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
He orders his archers to shoot on their archers. And gives a battle cry again.
Only half the enemy force remains.
His troops are doing well.
Très bien.
And
The
we
enemy
kill
general lies dead.
The enemy
We
general,
have sent
which
the
is
cur to hell.
pretty good.
Grâce à Dieu, we have captured the enemy's walls.
And he sends his infantry in to finish them off. Orders his archers to stop shooting so we don't have friendly fire.
Curses! Our men no longer command the castle.
And it looks like he'll be getting his second victory.
This is an act heroic, which only belongs to men of great virtue.
He's very
and
proud. He
valor.
got his second victory of his military career by attacking Metz. And he'll
Seigneur,
sack it again
we have claimed this day.
and
Praise the
decides to
Oriflamme.
upgrade it to a
France
wooden
is
castle.
victorious. Seigneur.
Mon roi, by your will,
He
Seigneur.
then sends more
Oui, Seigneur.
reinforcements
Oui, mon
up
roi.
to Bordeaux
Seigneur, we march on our victims,
because he knows it's
Seigneur.
going to be a difficult fight. He decides still that he wants
Seigneur.
more troops because
Oui.
he's not completely sure about his son Prince Louis if he can do the job or no.
Your money is good with us, noble one.
So he really wants to make sure that he won't fail him. Now he's deciding if he wants to go up north to attack Bruges or go down
Softly,
to Bern.
Seigneur.
Let's see if my
Slipping in unseen.
the spy gets killed, which makes King Philip a bit worried. So he decides that he wants to go up north to take some cities instead of the castle.
Ready and able.
So he takes
Seigneur.
some of his troops and leaves
Joining forces, Seigneur.
his general to wait
Orders,
at
Seigneur.
Metz
by your will, Seigneur. Oui, merging armies.
and just
Ready and able.
focus on defending it.
Oui, Seigneur. Closing
We
to
need
engage.
to get some reinforcements on the way as well. I think that's all he can do in this turn. I'll just check if we have any agents still. No, I think this guy.
What?
Okay.
God's servant. Très bien.
And he ends the day. The Holy Roman Empire has come. Let's see what they will propose. Nothing, apparently. Okay. So have candidate for adoption, which will reject.
Oui, Seigneur.
Which King Philip rejects, I should say.
As you wish.
When he decided he wants to wait one more turn, and then when the reinforcements will be at Bordeaux, he will strike it. I mean, his son will strike it. He'll give the orders to his son. to
Ready
strike
and
it, I
able.
suppose.
For the honor of France, we will attack. Oui.
He goes up
Mon roi.
north, gaining some reinforcements on
Combining
the
your
way.
forces, Seigneur. Mon roi. Oui, merging armies.
And orders to get more troops. He wants... Oh, damn it. He sees the Sicilians at Marseille. And that makes him a bit worried. Because it's a big army there. He decides to strengthen up his garrison. And then wait. If the Sicilians will attack him, he'll then make a counter-offensive. If they don't, He's going to be fine for it for now,
Seigneur.
because he doesn't see Sicilians as a major threat.
Ready and able.
Anyways, he again ends the turn. Patiently awaiting.
We have word for you.
Okay, first for the Holy Roman Empire. He doesn't find this very good, so he will put that away. And then make an
I
offer,
doubt
which is
the
rejected.
Kaiser would approve. I must say nein.
So he again gets rid of that and offers map information instead.
I doubt the
And the
Kaiser
Holy Roman
will be
Emperor
happy until
accepts
next
that,
time.
and he's pretty happy about that. Now the Sicilians have attacked at Marseille.
Seigneur, we are besieged.
He's very angered by that, because to some extent he wasn't really
Greetings.
expecting
Our
that.
people have magnificent. This was a good
But he's
day for our
adamant
people.
that he will attack them back as soon as he can, or actually
Glory to mon roi.
send
We attack.
troops to attack it.
By your will, Seigneur. We shall camp here. As you will.
Ready and able.
So Bruges is pretty well defended, but he is sure he can defend it. He can defeat it.
Orders?
Now he orders his
We
son
shall slaughter
to
them.
finally attack Bordeaux, and just think I can't play this battle now because King Philip is not involved with it. So we just orders of it, and his son does very good.
Death by
He
my
gets it.
hand
He
was
orders
always
him
their
to
fate.
sack
We have
Bordeaux,
cracked, Seigneur.
and says that he has to immediately
Orders?
go down to Marseille.
Where shall we strike?
He also gives him this general
Out.
to go and help him, and more
Seigneur.
troops,
Orders? By your will, Seigneur.
because he
Oui.
really doesn't want
Merging armies.
to lose Marseille for too long. Maybe we'll lose it, but we don't want to lose it for too long. At Toulouse, he orders some stuff to be built, and also at Bordeaux land clearance. He's very, very annoyed with the Sicilians, and he will have his revenge eventually. There is no doubt about that.
Mon
Ready and able.
So he
An
does
order?
everything he can do in this
Seigneur.
turn. So, and let's see, if the Sicilians will attack us, yes they will. I can't do anything, but I'll resolve this. So, he sees that Captain Gaucher has been attacked and defeated at Marseille, which annoys him, but he can't do much about it for now. But he of course sends troops down immediately.
Where shall we strike? Joining into a power. They will regret crossing France, mon roi.
Of course, Prince Louis leading. Sicily has been excommunicated, which is good news for our king, because he's very religious.
Ready
pretty
and
religious.
able.
Kind of, not too much. And he thinks that that's the only thing.
For the honor
Right.
of France, we will attack. With
He attacks Bruges. I mean, he besieges
Closing
Bruges.
to engage. Give the order and we will strike, Seigneur.
And awaits what will happen. He wants to get some land clearance at Metz, and some troops from Toulouse. That will be a bit of a
Oui.
minus financially, but okay, not a
We
problem.
march on our victims, Seigneur.
He knows that when he'll get Bruges, everything is going to be fine. He ends a turn, and Bruges defenses decide to attack him. And this will be a first big test for our king. Can he defeat this army of 2 Flemish pikemen, 2 crossbowmen, 2 Armitage, and 2 mailed knights? Let's see.
Stand honorably, men. Take up arms and march to battle.
He knows that this could be a big battle for him, and that he will probably have to play a part in it, because that's just how it works. So when he sees that they're attacking him, he of course immediately orders his men to drop the equipment, and then to move back. He wants to have 2 lines of infantry. The second one a bit more stretched. Archers behind them, or maybe in front of them for the start, or behind them. Yeah, behind them. He wants them to have fire arrows because he thinks that morale is going to be a big part of this battle. And then he waits. What will happen? He's ready to die for his homeland. But of course, preferably, he won't. So he sees mailed knights coming in. And he orders his archers to shoot as early as they can. I mean, as fast as they can. Mailed knights are charging into spearmen. He decides to go around them and try to encircle them. But if his other spearmen to come and join in the battle.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, Montjoie Sunday,
So we killed their general.
our men have captured the
King
enemy
Philip
general.
is
Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat
pretty
the rest
happy
of
with
his
that,
army.
but he needs to act quickly. He wants his troops to go back in the formation. And himself, he goes around because he knows that he'll have to fight their archers. But he doesn't. Where are they? Okay, there they are. He goes around and gets ready to attack their archers. Their crossbowmen, I should say. But the problem is, their mailed knights are back. He's getting shot as well. That's not really good. So he decides to go away. Charge armored sergeants. His mailed knights look to be kind of done. So he charges in and makes the sergeants flee. So he decides, of course, to run them down. And then go for the archers as soon as he's able to. Fighting the crossbowmen. He's doing fairly well. Let's see, where is he? Don't want him to die, of course. Just a second, where is he? Can't seem to find him. Okay, there he is. He is... damn it. Right in the thick of it, so let's go away. Getting a bit wounded, so he decides to go away and charge into them because they're already running, so you know that that might break them completely. Crossbowmen are shooting. That's not really good. get him out of there.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Get out of there. Where are you, King Philip? There he is. But he can of course attack the Flemish pikemen as long as they're running. That's fine with me. Don't just listen to me. It'll be fine. Orders his troops to move forward.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And he encourages them and just lose a bit way. Gets attacked by the mailed knights.
Our cowardly foe runs.
And then
We
finally
must push our advantage.
gets rid of everything. And then he just goes to smash through. And he decided he wants to attack this now. So orders all of his troops to come in. He's getting shot by crossbowmen, so he decides to charge into them. Not really working, but then he goes away again. I think we need to take care of him now because he might be really bloody. Whoa, how did he go there? He's a bit bloodied. Anyways, he decides to put his troops into two groups. Second group needs to get around there. And he will take the settlement. It all started as a counter-offensive from the rebels, but it will end up in a big win for King Philip. Encourages his troops one last time. And gets ready to drink
The enemy
wine.
are utterly vanquished.
because he
This is a
destroyed
great
Captain
victory, worthy
Everard-
of only the
Everard.
mightiest of...
Everard's army. And
God be praised
Sack
for this
Bruges.
victoire. A glorious
Wait.
conquest for France.
so he's really happy with his performance.
Mon roi,
And he decides he wants to attack Antwerp next. But he'll need a bit more troops for that. So he orders Metz, Reims and Paris to make him some troops.
An order? We shall slaughter them.
Continuing tomorrow.
mon roi,
Seigneur,
So his son is moving to Marseille to attack Sicily. Let's see if anything changed. He was a chivalrous knight, so that's cool. He's getting more chivalry, so if that grows for more, we will have to start. I should have forgot to do that. I would get military units, which is pretty bad anyways. So if he gets more chivalry, we'll have to start releasing captives and only occupying settlements. Especially the Christian ones. I'm not sure how well... This is 80% Catholic. Okay. A bit pagan and a bit heretic. Okay. So he sees something is again going on at Bordeaux. This time not good because the Spanish are there. And he's not sure what's going to go on there. He also taxes Bruges a bit more because he needs the money and decides to end this turn. So he fails the mission, but
Seigneur.
not really about that.
Oui.
So he
They
sends
will
his son
regret crossing France, mon roi.
to attack the
Nothing
Sicilian
can
army,
stand in our way. We march on our victims, Seigneur.
defeats them, and decides to ransom because they are Christian.
Death by my hand was always their fate.
And then he
Where shall we
orders
strike?
his son to move
They will regret
towards
crossing
Marseille.
France, mon roi. Seigneur,
We have a new family member, Charles. Oh, actually two. Poncent and Charles, both kids from Prince Louis. So we have our family tree growing, which is good.
Orders. Moving to engage the enemy. We shall camp here. Mon roi. To battle it is then, mon roi.
So reinforcements
Our
are
men are
coming to
exhausted,
Antwerp. But of course,
Orders.
they will take some time to come there.
Mon roi.
So he decides he will attack it next turn.
Enemy eyes, mon roi.
I mean, he'll start to move in next turn. And he also needs to be building stuff, so he orders all around his
an order.
mighty empire to be building things that will be good for his economy. Let's just say economical stance. That's what I was trying to say. So the Spanish are not doing anything, and he decides not to do anything about Bordeaux because he thinks that the Spanish won't attack him.
Speak to our representatives.
He ends his turn. So Portugal are at Bordeaux. Will they say anything to me? Or just no?
Greetings,
So they
noble
want
lord.
trade rights
I have
and
something to
map
discuss with
information, which King Philip is
Excellent.
pretty happy with.
You have goodbye, lord. It has been a
The enemy will never see us here.
So no. Now he's ordered to get Ajaccio. Which he will try to do.
Oui.
He'll order his son to do
we
that.
shall
But
slaughter
first,
them.
his son has to take
These lands will soon
over
be yours,
Marseille.
mon roi. Let us stop
And he
waiting
gives
and
him-
take the walls, oui?
the money to get mercenaries, and actually one more, because he really wants to get Marseille back, even of the costfully mercenaries. He knows it'll cost a lot, but you know, things just have to be done. He sees Moors coming into Toulouse and decides to get some more troops there, but he's pretty broke, so he can't do much.
Ready
After
and
that,
able.
Sit near.
he moves closer to Antwerp.
Oui. Orders.
Ready and able. For the honor of France, we will attack.
Mon roi.
And his reinforcements are getting closer.
Mon roi. Mon roi. As you wish. Keeping the truth.
Ready and able. Oui, seigneur. Closing to engage. Give the order and we will strike.
So he
seigneur.
wonders if they'll attack him again or no, but when he sees that there's only 40 mailed knights there and probably around 60 at most there, so he's not that scared. But he also,
Seigneur.
just in case,
Oui.
brings some troops.
Oui. Merging armies.
And that's it what he can do for this turn. He really hopes his son can get Marseille. Guess that will help him
Where shall
massively.
we strike?
So
We march on our
but he
victims.
still
seigneur.
thinks that he'll need to starve them out first. Now Dijon is a bit unhappy. So he lowered the taxes there. Because he really wants his people to be happy, at least to some extent.
Mon roi.
He sees English coming into Bruges. I'm not sure what they want to do.
Combining your forces, Seigneur.
For the honor of France, we will attack.
He decides to wait with fighting at Antwerp because of two reasons. First, the English might attack us at Bruges and he'll need to relieve the siege. Second thing, I don't think he can actually win it yet. I mean, he doesn't think he can actually win it yet. That's how I'm supposed to say it. So he's making a few troops down there to loot, just in case. And he starts thinking about attacking Rennes, because that's a pretty decent settlement to his knowledge, which will bring some money, at least probably 800, but he still needs to wait. He needs to get more things up here. So, end turn. Bruges is unhappy, so he decides to cut his losses and make that less taxed. So he sees the English at his back. He's worried about that.
Closing to engage. Ready and able.
He's a bit worried about that,
Mon
but
roi, mon roi. Today's march ends, mon roi.
he can't do much about it.
We shall slaughter them.
Wants to keep his son to wait for Marseille, because he knows that all the resolving in this is not going to go his way probably most of the time, so oh well. Yeah, so he waits. There's nothing much he can do this turn except for some dirt roads at Rem and also at Metz. Then he ends turn and waits what England will do. Will they attack him at Antwerp or no? No. The answer is no. Sicily, will they ask for a peace treaty? That is
I speak
yes,
on
but
behalf
he,
of my
of
lord
course,
and
doesn't forgive
Of course.
and says fuck
Until
you.
next time, my lord.
Because that's how he rolls.
Oui.
Holy Roman Empire doesn't like him for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not trespassing, I'm not doing shit. So
An order? They will regret
he
it.
assesses his options at attacking Alberto. And he thinks that his options are not good enough.
Ready and able. For the honor of France, we will
And
attack.
attacking Captain Bernard might not be the best idea for now.
Ready and able.
He doesn't want to waste more money on mercenaries. He thinks that his empire needs more money. So he decides at Anzers to do farming. At Anzer, I should say probably. And that's it. Another short turn for King Philip. Morse won trade rights, and even though he's pretty pious, he has good piety, but, you know, he won't say no for an extra coin or two. Yeah, I don't really want to get this soon, but okay. So I heard there's some mines to be constructed at Rem. How much will this give me? 260. That's pretty good, actually.
Ready
And
and
then-
able. Mon roi. Joining glory to mon roi. We attack.
He knows that in 2 turns they'll have to surrender.
Seigneur, we march on our
3 turns
victims.
over here. So he's a patient warrior. So he waits for another turn.
ready and able. Oui, seigneur. Closing to
Okay,
engage.
that's cool. He wants dirt roads up there at Bruges. To Paris he wants, let's see how much a market will help me. Ah, that's not enough. He orders a port to be built at Bordeaux. And then decides to wait one more turn because Antwerp will have to attack him or just surrender. In both cases, he likes the idea. Let's see what they decide. They decide to attack him, and he gets ready
Glory to the King of France. Attack!
to defend.
Units, await my order.
Okay, so again he sees that the enemies are coming to him. What am I doing? And then what the fuck was that? And then orders his men to get into a defensive position. Near the trees, I suppose. His mailed knights will go there. He again orders his archers to use fire ammo because that will probably help him with this battle because they'll flee faster. Now he again wants to get rid of the crossbowman himself. He starts going around their position. The Mild Knights attack him. He attacks them back because he knows that he'll probably just wreck them to pieces. Calls Spearman to help him.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain
Okay.
true and steadfast, victory will be
Decides to
ours.
go around.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Guess he wants to get rid of the crossbow. So he sends his mailed knights to take this crossbow and he himself will go for these ones. Just hope not to get caught by these bastards. He uses infantry to fight the pikemen.
Très bien. The enemy general lies
Kills the
dead.
enemy general. Now
The
he
enemy
goes
general flees like the coward he is.
into
Press
the
onward
town.
and break the spirit of his army.
get rid of the crossbowmen.
Only half the
Health
enemy
fucking-
force
whoa,
remains.
Whoa, 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 what are you doing there? And now he orders his troops to go into the pikemen.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy has taken them. The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
Getting a
victory
bit
will be
trapped
ours.
because
Our men
Damage
no
doesn't
longer
really
command
want
the
to
city.
fight the pikemen because they're fucking pikemen. But he's in a pickle because you kinda have to fight them.
Our cowardly
And
foe,
is
all of
happy because he
Christendom,
wins the battle.
will
Not the most convincing battles of his
Seigneur,
life.
we have claimed this
But okay,
day.
so Antwerp, no, it's
Take
that
your
for now
reflamme.
because I think
France is victorious.
she's not chivalrous enough yet. When he gets like to here, when he has 2 more, maybe then we'll just start only occupying. So he's pretty happy what happened up there, and orders Metz to be upgraded to a castle and to get some mailed knights there. So Sicily and England are allies, and he is very, very annoyed by that because he wanted England to be his kind of friend, but since they have decided to be friends with Marseille, he can't trust them anymore. No, kings with sorry, friends with Sicily. That's what I was trying to say. He can't really. He can't trust them anymore. So he patiently awaits what will happen down at Marseille.
We come bearing
Spain
word
won
from
trade
you.
rights, and he
Bless you for
is pretty
accepting,
happy with that.
noble one. Farewell, my lord, and thank you.
And here's news that his son has got attacked by the Sicilians, and that his son won the battle and got Marseille back. Now, because Marseille used to be our town, and he wants only good for his people, he only occupies it. And then he decides to make a port there because he wants to listen to his council of nobles and attack Ajaccio. And everyone fucking hates him, apparently. Oh well. He has a lot of money, so he thinks it's a good time to build on his economy again. He's a pretty money-wise person. So he lost quite a lot of piety. And no, he didn't lose chivalry. So that means if something comes from the Pope, he decide not to listen to it anymore. He's a bit scared what's going on at Bruges because the English are there. So he decides to move himself and his troops there, and he can also hire the taxes there a bit.
Tired of ordering your own forces about, eh?
Some say I am a jewel of the
Silently,
Mediterranean.
he's preparing to fight the English if that'll be needed. He doesn't want to fight them, but he knows that if he will have to do it, he will do it. Patiently awaits his ports to be built at Marseille, so he can send his son to Ajaccio then. Ajaccio. Now the Portuguese are apparently bastards, because they have decided to betray him. He had trade rights with them, but apparently that doesn't mean anything to them.
Talk is cheap. Come face me.
Okay. Okay, Moors are all... ah, damn it. Okay, so he's attacked by Moors and Portuguese. So of course, he does everything he can to attack them back and get rid of them. He sees Sicilian army there and sends his son Prince Louis to attack them, and of course he wins and destroys that army. He's really getting annoyed by Portuguese, Moors and Sicilians, and there's no way he's going to accept a peace treaty because he is unforgiving. Or something. What was he? What was that? Did he lose that? I don't know. Anyways, let's see what he has now. So, intelligent, austere. So, restrained in the path to perfection. Okay, whatever. He wants everything to be dealt perfectly. Fair fighter, citizen rule. We already had that time fighter. Okay, understands logistics, so knows that what is needed to keep an army supplied and operational. +1 morale for troops on the battlefield. +10% to movement points. Given armies the abilities to forced march. Cool. So he's brave, physically challenged. Okay, that's so simply isn't any good at spotting problems in urban train systems. So he's not good with trade, I suppose. Admires technology, finds machinery fascinating, and has a better grasp than most as to apply the use of technology in battle. +20 bullet points, and stone-faced, cold and hard enough never to blink in the face of adversity, a little grim and imposing to face. Okay, that's cool. So he needs something to do. He needs to do something here at this front. He'll have to get rid of Portuguese and eventually the Moors as well. He waits because he cannot do much more on that front because he wants to get Ajaccio as well.
Despite your
Morris
honorless
wants a
antics,
ceasefire.
we would speak with you this
You know,
day.
now this is a problem. If I was playing this like myself, I would accept that, like, because although he did lose the unforgiving thing, so he accepts the ceasefire.
You bring words with me. Farewell.
And his general gets attacked by the Portuguese and wins, and he's very, very, very happy, and he hates the Portuguese.
The Holy Bible
So
may...
a crusade is called to Cairo, and a mission from the Pope to attack Cairo, so that my faction heir has to join it. But since he lost quite a lot of piety, far from devout and often far from altar at mass, so what he decides instead is to not do it. If it was like for the start of the episode, when he was very pious, well, fairly pious, let's just say, he would do it, but now he doesn't.
Mon roi. Orders?
And the Spanish have ran. That is pretty annoying.
Seigneur,
But
as you wish. We shall
okay.
camp here.
He needs to strengthen his defenses at both Angers and Bordeaux. And of course, not to forget Toulouse. That costs him a lot of money. Okay, we won't be getting these guys because we need a boat over here to retrain these guys. He's surrounded by English people up here. By the English armies, I should say. And he really don't like that.
Mon roi.
So he waits, and if they won't move away, he'll just fucking attack them. Let's see what the English have to say. Well, what the fuck happened to Paris and Rem? Okay, he sees that people of Paris and Rem are really unhappy, so of course what he decides to do is to loosen their taxes. So they finally moved away from Bruges. Well, kind of. He's pretty happy about it. Now he wants to do something, so he
Ready and
and
able.
some of his best men
Seigneur.
will march
Setting camp here, Seigneur.
down to
We can go no further today.
Portugal line. Well, he will fight the
Orders?
Portuguese.
Oui.
It does mean that this is a bit undefended. He's aware of that. But even if he knows that even if he loses it, he'll be able to get it back eventually. So he's not too worried about it.
Ready to say.
After that, he decides to attack Captain Teofilato of Sicily and beats him and destroys him. I mean, his son does it. No, sorry. My bad. So, many scars and proof he's very difficult to kill. Good. This guy is our factionary and he's getting pretty good, so I like that. Now he sends his son and some troops to go to Ajaccio. Not he will be able to beat that. So he sends him.
We shall slaughter them.
Ready to say.
Get there. And then decides to have more troops at Marseille because he never knows when his Marseille will be attacked again. Just highest the tax rate just a bit. How the fuck is this losing Catholicism? Okay.
Ready and able.
He then decides to end the turn. Nope. This is still okay. He actually changes his mind and says, "Okay, I want to go
We attack.
down there
Setting camp here, Seigneur.
to Bern, because that would be a good defensive point against the Germans. And he also sees that the Holy Roman Empire doesn't really like him, so he decides to attack Bern first. So he'll have a good defensive position of Metz and Bern.
Seigneur, we march on our
He then orders his son, Prince Louis, the Scarred, to tap Captain Virgilio at Ajaccio. And he, of course, manages to do it, and
we have
sacks
crushed the
it.
defending forces. It is
We have
ours.
4 units of mailed knights in
Orders.
Paris, which is pretty good,
Seigneur.
so they can join with our faction leader.
Mon roi. Combining your forces, Seigneur.
Ready
So
and able.
those mailed knights join him to fight the Swiss rebels at Bern. He wants a mustering hall at Bordeaux. Oh, nice, we can get armor sergeant there, that's cool. Of course, sends his fleets back there. Oh, who's that? That's still okay. He then orders his son to move again,
Orders. Mon roi.
this time.
Off the transports, man. An order.
Down to Cagliari.
Ready to say.
This guy's probably attack me. He knows that guy will attack him, so he just moves away.
We sail no further this day, mon roi.
And he actually thinks about it. If his son manages to win Cagliari, maybe then he'll send his troops to Cairo. He's still thinking about that, but he'll make a decision once he gets Cagliari.
Ready and
Then
able.
decides to end the turn. see, King Philip still doesn't have anything to his name. Anyways, Council of Nobles wants to blockade Naples, which is just a fucking stupid idea.
Seigneur, marching.
Anyways,
They
he
will
sends his son
regret crossing France.
to attack.
These lands will soon
Cagliari.
be yours, mon roi. Let us stop waiting
Son
and
of
take the
course.
walls, we?
Does that.
Where shall we strike?
Let's see. Balance of power.
Oui, mon roi. Set sail.
No. What we should do
Oui, seigneur.
is to bring them down.
Oui, mon roi. Full sail. We'll drop anchor until the morning, seigneur.
After that,
Ready and able.
he moves
Ready
closer to
and able.
Bern,
With honor.
and he's getting ready to attack it. Just hopes
I only represent
he'll
my
be there
people at
faster
war,
than
noble one.
those stupid
Ready and able. Ready and able.
Germans. He orders the mustering hall to be built at Metz and crop rotation at Dijon because he'll need a good defense at Metz if he'll fight the Germans anytime soon. And Dijon will land clearance at Dijon will give him a decent money, I suppose. Now he's getting a bit worried what's going on here with the English.
I am a
If
warrior,
they'll attack him,
not a diplomat.
he'll just have to do everything to get rid of them. One or another, he ends the turn and sees what the English will do. They do nothing for now, but it looks like they want to attack Rem. Damn it. His people are really unhappy again at some cities, so he decides to lower the taxes there. The capital has grown enough
Orders?
so
By
that
your will,
it can be
Seigneur.
upgraded.
Our men are
He's
exhausted.
really happy
Seigneur.
about that, and he's
Ready
really happy
and
that
able.
he has a relatively
Glory
clear
to mon
path
roi.
to
We
Bern because
attack.
the Germans did not decide to
Seigneur.
come in his path.
Seigneur,
His
we
son
march on our victims.
is ordered to attack Cagliari, and he wins.
Death by my hand was always their fate. What was the enemy's is now yours, mon roi.
The next turn he will think if he wants to attack Egypt or no. But I think it's more like a
Oui,
no.
mon roi.
Yeah, I think I won't do that. I mean, he won't do that because you know what?
Très bien, mon
What
roi.
I'm talking about. I should just check his piety currently.
Ready and able.
It's only a 2. I don't think that's enough to go to war with someone just because of some of his fucking,
Seigneur.
you know,
Seigneur.
someone said it. Oh, damn it, his troops are blocking the path.
Mon roi.
He again decides to take the turn. And the English are going to war with him. And they attack Paris,
Our enemy lays
His
siege to our
biggest
settlement,
town.
mon roi.
his capital. And he is really, really angered by that. And he just wants to get rid of the English right fucking now.
Orders? Oui. Mon roi. Mon roi. Seigneur.
Damn it.
We can get there, mon.
You are weaker than I.
He knows he'll
Begone!
probably
You are not my lead.
lose
Orders?
Paris. And as fast as he will attack Bern
Ready and able.
and get it,
For the honor of France,
see what we
we
have
will
there.
attack.
So he goes and attacks Bern.
Stand honorably,
And
men.
after that he will
Take up arms and march to battle.
return to Paris. And probably he'll have to retake it and then just go and destroy Assesses his options. He decides he will attack with ladders from this side. You have to drop it and you take it over. And you of course use these guys. Attack it from here. You can drop it, I suppose. I need to organize this. You. Okay. He decides his tactics, and then orders his men to attack.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders!
Good. He orders his cavalry to move in. His infantry as well. Because he knows that this side will probably fail in their attempt to win
The
over the
battering
walls.
ram is in place!
So
It will not be long
we'll
before
have to
our
win the
enemy's
battle
defenses
through
fall.
here. Oh, damn it. Let's move in now. Notice his cavalry
The
move in.
battering ram has done its work. Now it is time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
What he does now, he sends his cavalry in. And his infantry. Although he sends his infantry to attack the mailed knights. These guys will
Grâce à
attack
Dieu,
them.
we have captured the enemy's walls.
This side has lost its battle, but he's not too worried about that. Stop. Everyone there. Okay, so he got rid of the archers. He's pretty happy about that. Okay, not yet. He's getting rid of them. He orders his spearmen to go into mailed knights. What his tactic is going to be this time around, he'll just try and capture the settlement by staying at the plaza.
Seigneur, our men are in command of the castle.
He sends his mailed knights to deal with the sergeant spearmen.
Our men are winning the battle. Grâce à Dieu, our men have
Spearmen
slain the enemy
destroyed
general.
their general,
Now his
and he's
men
really
will
happy
lose
about
heart.
it.
The enemy
Whoa,
is
whoa.
badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Don't want my general to die. It would be really bad if he died right now. So, he's throwing up. And he will win
Our
another
cowardly
battle.
foe. This is an act heroic, which only belongs.
He lost 338 men, but he knows it was for a good cause. But now he needs to go and defend Paris and defeat the English.
God be praised for this
So
victoire.
he sacks Bern,
Victoire most noble, mon roi.
then
We have
takes
triumphed.
most of his army,
Ready and able.
but he can up to go to Paris.
Oui, seigneur. Closing to engage.
Of course, orders
Setting camp here, seigneur.
Bern get troops, and same with Dijon. Right. Okay. So he needs to get
Mon roi, orders.
First, I will take your
Paris soon,
lands.
because he really
Then
doesn't
your
want to lose it. He
lives.
probably will lose it. Even though...
Mon roi.
Okay, let's see. Will the English defeat Paris? Will they actually ask for a ceasefire? No. So it looks like they'll attack Paris, and Captain Vincent, will he be able to? No.
Today's
Paris
not
is
end,
lost.
roi.
A big, big, big loss to King Philip. But he knows what he has to do. He knows exactly what he has to do. We all know what he has to do. Get Paris back from the fucking
Hail to you,
English.
noble lord.
More
We have
smooth
something
alliance
to
and trade
discuss.
rights. He doesn't care
Do
if
our
you're
people agree? We welcome words of wisdom such as these.
if you're
Salama.
Christian or not. He just, I think he just wants the money.
Ready and able. For the honor of France.
Orders.
He gets close
Oui,
to Paris.
Seigneur.
Oui, ready and able. Oui.
Mon roi. Orders.
He orders troops from Dijon to move
We shall
into
camp
Bern.
here.
So Paris has been sacked. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like his people getting sacked because he, as I said, he's a person that is beloved by his people because his actions
Mon roi.
are good. It looks like he encountered a new enemy.
Okay?
The
Sorry.
Venetians.
I must remain.
They had landed at Cagliari,
Sorry. I must
and he
remain.
doesn't like that at all. His son has good defenses there, but he still knows that he is defeatable. He ends the turn and gets ready to attack Paris as soon as he can.
Ah, the enemy is engaging our
Sicilians
navy.
have attacked his navy, and he really doesn't like that. And a new enemy. He is getting attacked by freaking everyone. The Danish are the next. They're
The
attacking
enemy
Antwerp.
surround us. We are besieged.
Be gone.
There's a
You are
massive
not
army
mine.
coming up.
Ready and able. Combining forces to ensure victory, Seigneur.
He attacks Paris.
Oui, Seigneur. Closing to engage. Oui, Seigneur. Besieging France's enemies. Give the order
Calls
and we will
in.
strike, Seigneur. Ready and able.
Who should he call? Mercenary crossbowman, because he needs everything he can to defeat the English. So Antwerp has been
Orders.
attacked as well,
Mon roi.
so he sends troops
By your will,
to
Seigneur.
stand next to it,
I only
so
respect
he'll have a better
strength.
chance
Something you lack.
of winning there. He then has to lower the taxes at Bruges.
Orders.
Now, nothing recently
Seigneur.
happened in that front, so he calls 2 mailed knights up
Our
north,
men are exhausted, Seigneur.
and also
roi.
2 from there.
By your will, Seigneur. Can do that, Seigneur. We can get there, mon roi.
And he gets attacked by more English. Oh boy. He sees that he cannot win this battle
We are disgraced.
and goes
Beat.
away. He gets attacked
Lifting the
again.
siege, Seigneur.
And this will be a big battle for him. The only good thing is that he has quite a lot of cavalry. And he hopes he can win this battle. But he knows this is probably the hardest battle he ever faced. If he wins that, he'll become immortal in the eyes of France. So he prepares for the battle. Searches for a good position and decides that he'll fight in the forest. He will fight with the cavalry.
Enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
He wants them to come closer, so they'll be a bit tired when they come. He orders his peasant archers to use fiery ammo, so he can so he can rout the enemies quicker. Patiently awaits the enemy to come.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
But he knows if he wins that, he will become immortal. Looks like the English are waiting for the reinforcements. Decides to attack the archers first. Then see there's a spear militia there, so he decides to run away. He killed a few of them, so it's not the worst of starts. He's waiting for the English to do the first move. More Englishmen coming down his way. He again patiently waits. And what he will do is he'll wait that they're close enough to them. It looks like they aren't moving. He decides not to go for the mercenary crossbow. sends one of his mailed knights to get rid of them. And sends everyone else. And he also goes for those guys, but he sends everyone else to attack them over here. He also now sends these guys over there.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
He decides that everyone has to go for them.
Only half
These
the
guys
enemy
are running.
force remains.
So that's very good. So the second army is next to destroyed. Oops. But of course, he knows that the first one is much bigger and much more.
The enemy, our cowardly foe runs. We must push our
difficult to
advantage.
beat.
Très bien. We have captured the enemy's general.
He also
That
captured the
will
general
teach
of the
cowardly
second
dog
army.
to turn tail and run.
But he knows that
Now
the
he
big
can rest
challenge
at
still
our
awaits for him.
leisure.
You see that they decided to put the archers in first. So he goes to attack them. So get rid of them as many as he can before they get into the shelter of their other units. But it's time to him to go away now.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
And decides to go for the mailed knights. Goes closer to his front line of spearmen because he knows that they'll need morale support. Mailed knights need to go away now. He is still confident in winning this battle. He knows that as long as his troops will listen to him, he can guide them to victory. Peasants running, but he does not have the time to run them down. His cavalry is getting trapped there, so he needs to pull them out.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Honestly, guys, I'm really lucky you don't have more cav. If I had more cav, we'd be fucked up.
Grâce à Dieu,
And
our
he
men have
kills
slain
enemy
the
enemy general.
Now his men will lose heart.
That gives him more hope of winning this battle. These guys.
For the moment, the chance of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
He needs everyone to go and defend his archers.
The enemy is badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
His men are doing very good.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. Our cowardly foe runs.
And he wins the battle.
We must push our advantage.
Despite looking like a next impossible victory, King Philip wins it. And that means only one thing. The English are going down. He wants to hound down every Englishman there is. Because he really hates them now. Oops. Okay, this guard is still running. He really wants to catch these guys. Will his cavalry be able to do it? I think no. Maybe yes. Let's see. They got a few of them. That's
All of
enough for King
Christendom
Philip.
will be awed by our victory here today.
He is really happy about the results. He executes every single. And it looks like he has a new enemy. Milan. Well, Ajaccio looks like it will be lost. And Anthrop gets attacked, and they win. He's really happy about that victory.
Mon roi. Mon roi. Seigneur.
Let's see how can I work this out.
Mon roi. Orders. Seigneur.
Okay.
Orders.
What's a town watch? Anthrop. Or maybe not. No, I don't think that's a good idea. So, more enemies for King Philip.
Ready and able.
Of course, he
For
does
the honor of France,
what
we
he wanted
will
to do
attack.
before.
Oui, Seigneur.
Attack Paris.
Besieging France's enemies. Give the order.
Seigneur. By your will, Seigneur.
And we'll have to end the
Orders.
episode soon as well.
As you wish.
But I want to get Paris in this one. Back from the fucking English. So he prepares Cagliari to be lost. Sorry, to Ajaccio to be lost, and orders one of his generals to raise an army at Marseille and at Bern as well. Although no, we don't have anything good at Bern. Bern still will have to defend probably against the Germans as well. Let's see who. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies. Okay. Anyways, hands a turn and waits to get Paris back. And when we get Paris back, fuck Bern.
The
And
enemy
we'll
surround
focus
us.
Bern. And of course, so
We
for
are
this,
besieged.
Ajaccio is lost to Milan.
Mon roi.
But nothing really
Joining
matters
forces.
as long
Oui, seigneur.
as he gets
Closing to
Paris
engage.
back. There's only one general in there. So he goes to
Stand
Paris to
honorably.
take it back from the
Take up
stupid
arms and march to
English. And to be the savior of Paris and the French. He has a massive cavalry army. You know there's only one unit in there, so they can't defend more than one side. At the end they decided to defend it at all. Which is pretty good for him, because then he'll just able to shoot the general's bodyguard. Although you can just drop it and come here, to be honest.
Our men have reached the gates with a battering ram.
Come on.
The battering ram has done its work. Now it is time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
So he's really happy that his troops are not here. Let me just see if I'll be able to shoot them down from here. Not entirely sure.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Nope, I want to, okay. So what he decides to do is to bring his troops in the castle, in the city of Paris. And he gets ready to attack. Now how he'll do that? He'll take his cavalry to this side. He'll be able to trap the general's bodyguard in here. Move his troops just a bit closer. Let's have these guys over here. So they can shoot now. Let's see how many kills we can get. It's not a good angle, so not really. We're not too positive. Okay. Decide to move in now. Would actually decide to go there or not. Stop. Should have at the back now. I could just go.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Très bien.
He killed their
The
general.
enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cur to our cowardly foe.
He wins the
runs.
battle.
All of Christendom will be awed by...
Paris is back in French hands. And with that being done, he'll execute the English because he really fucking hates them. And then he'll just peacefully occupy Paris because it's our capital
Seigneur, we have claimed this day.
and makes this
A glorious conquest for France.
capital again. Let's just go through this. Sicily happens reconcile, that's a bit annoying. This one failed, yeah, whatever. Okay, Bern
Once
is
I
getting
convert you,
attacked
you'll
by the
thank
Germans. That was
Come and
almost about
face
to
the
happen.
might of the Reich, coward!
But okay. King Philip, we don't know what yet, was able to win this battle against the English at Paris, and now prepares his troops to attack Caen, and then from Caen he'll go up north into England, then probably Scotland as well, and Ireland and whatever. Anyways, that's some of this for the episode. This has been it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed this new series. This is a pretty long episode. The next episode won't be that long because I just really wanted to get Paris back. Anyways, in the next episode we shall see what my factionaire Prince Louis the Scarred and King Philip will do. Hopefully do a good job. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is it for the first episode of my role-playing campaign in Medieval 2 with the French. And until next time, see ya.